Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Law Lounge with Silva with your favorite criminal defense attorney here in LA. Okay, you guys, as a lot of you know, I've been following the David case very, very closely, and there was a lot of developments. Number one, the defense attorney, Blair Berk, asked for a delay in the preliminary hearing. Now, for all of you, what is a preliminary hearing? That is the initial part of a felony process where there's an actual hearing to see if officers had enough probable cause to arrest David, the artist. Now remember, for you guys who maybe don't know, in 2022, David, who was an 18-year-old aspiring musician, met an 11-year-old beautiful young girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And unfortunately and tragically, Celeste Rivas Hernandez was killed. And allegedly, David had a hand in it. Now, what's interesting is you have two huge attorneys handling this case. You have a prosecutor who's one of the best, Beth Silverman, who is a titan in the prosecutor's office. And you also have Blair Berk, who's one of a wonderful criminal defense attorney here in LA. She does a lot of celebrity clients and she's very private. And what I mean by that is you're not going to hear Blair Berk going in front of the media and talking about her case. She has a philosophy of silence, and I respect that. But here's what's interesting. Originally, Blair Berk said, we're going to take this straight to preliminary hearing. We're not going to delay time. And I'll tell you guys, as a practicing criminal defense attorney here in LA, who's done a lot of big cases, I've been in the industry now almost 20 years. I started as a public defender. You have to delay huge cases like this. Why? Because there's a lot of evidence. We call it discovery. That includes cell phone evidence, photos, videos, witness statements. And honestly, you have to go through that in order to really help your client. I'll give you guys an example. When I was a public defender, I had a case where my client was charged with murder, and buried in a buttload of discovery was a witness statement who said, I saw the whole thing and my client never had a gun in his hands. I actually cleared him of murder. But you have to go through the discovery, or your team. Well, what's ironic is in this case, we found out in one of the pre-trials that there is 40 terabytes of discovery. And you guys, I researched this. That's 40,000 gigabytes, 8 to 10 million photos. It can include 8,000 to 10,000 full-length HD movies. And if printed, it could be hundreds of millions of pages. It would take one person 24/7 to go through everything for years. That's why you need a team. You need a team to go through the discovery, because one attorney can't do it by themselves. You need investigators, you need cell phone experts, you need DNA experts, and that takes time. So the reason why the preliminary hearing is set for June 29th, which is a long time after what was original, is because there's no way you can ethically defend your client with all of this evidence without taking the time. And it could also be that David, the defendant, he could have told his attorney, look, I don't want to waste time. And maybe Blair Berk had an opportunity to tell him, whoa, take a break. But it's going to be very interesting, you guys, and you know I'm going to keep track of it, and I'll let you know of all the developments. All right, you guys, take care. Stay safe out there.